The following video is rated PG for puzzling gameplay. Viewer discretion is advised.
It is time for the winners finals. The top two seeds are here, and the tale as old as time is writing another chapter. And to help you bring the coverage for today, here is Tetris Attacker and Wizard Person.
Hey, Tetris Attacker here, Wizard Person over there. We are here for one of the oldest rivalries that it's around, and certainly a match that we've seen throwdowns in championships before. And you know, a good chance that this will be run back here shortly in the grand finals. Whoever ends up taking this may have to wait for the grudge match coming right at him.
Yeah, this is a matchup that's so old, so historic, so nice that we might have to play it through twice.
Dealing with a little audio delay here. Sorry if I'm timed not quite up with Wizard Person, but we're working on it as we go. Shoutouts, as always, to Cards of the Heart running these streams. And guess what? He's also the racer today, so that's actually going to be, little double duty. But he's up for the. While FFR, always up for any challenge, especially when it comes to Pokemon Puzzle League. He's waiting in the wings, waiting for this match. I think he's been circled this one on his calendar right when the whole thing started. So we'll see them throwing down. But first, hey, if you're joining us for the first time, we appreciate you. We want to run down a little bit of how we're going to be playing this game.
Pokemon Puzzle League is a Match 3 puzzle game released for the Nintendo 64 in September 2000 in North America and March 2001 in Europe. It has been re-released multiple times via the Wii Virtual Console in May 2008 and the Nintendo Switch Online Expansion Pack in July 2022. It is a Match 3 puzzle game in that if you match at least 3 of the same panel either horizontally or vertically, the panels will disappear. To win, however, you need to do more than simply match 3 at a time. You need to make combos and chains to not only prevent your gradually rising stack from reaching the top of your playfield for a time, but also to send garbage blocks to your opponent to make their stack reach the top of their playfield. You make combos by matching more than 3 panels in a row at the same time. They don't keep your stack from rising for very long, but they do send small garbage blocks to your opponent that can prove to be very disruptive. You make chains by linking sets of 3 or more matches together. Make a set of panels disappear, and then have the panels immediately above them fall into another match. Not only does this keep your stack from rising for a longer period of time, but it will make thicker garbage blocks that will be more effective at actually filling out your opponent's stack to the top. If your stack reaches the top of your playfield and the game tries to break the stack through the top, you lose, so you want to avoid this at all costs and force it on your opponent as much as possible. To beat these computer opponents, you will have to either make sure that they run out of time while their stack is completely topped off, send so much garbage to your opponent so that they can no longer make a move, or send garbage to your opponent in such a way so that they think they can no longer make a move. Easy mode has 11 stages, normal has 14, hard has 15, and V-hard and S-hard have 16. In this tournament, players will be racing through those stages to get to the end as fast as they can. The first player to defeat the final opponent wins the race. The first player to win a predetermined number of races wins the match. Best of luck to all of our players.
All right, we have worked a long ways to get here. We've had our monthly tournaments to qualify. We are in the big tournament now, and we've gone through multiple weeks, multiple stages, and here we are in the winners finals. So we are in a best of 5 on V-hard, bringing out the variable hard here, variance hard, however you want to call it. This is going to be a little bit more players against the game and trying to play against the game better, and all that RNG and all that puzzle craziness that we know and love that we're here for is going to be here. Tournament winner is fighting for PPL 2025 championships, and the winners finals is for a very favorable spot in the grand finals, as we mentioned. So that is absolutely going to be something that our players are going to want to get their hands on, especially if they do end up meeting each other again here. They're also not just fighting for pride, they also are fighting for a prize pool, crowdfunded prize pool, which we have had some very generous donations putting together. That prize pool, you can see the breakdowns here. Those who have contributed, we thank you very much. If anybody wants to contribute additionally, anything from Twitch bits, Twitch subscriptions, Prime subs, also through the actual tip pool, the Stream Elements link there in chat is available as well. But you can see we've definitely got a chunk going that some people have put in a good amount to help incentivize these players even a little further, though I know pride's the primary driver for a lot of these players.
That's some good Baconator money right there. If you've gotten into the top 8, that's $30 US. That's like 2 Baconator combos right there. So you've already shortened your life by playing this game. Like, why not shorten it further by heading down to your local Wendy's and celebrating Pokemon Puzzle League with more bacon and sauce than you can even imagine.
You know, Wizard, you're in Canada, and you still can't shake the American measuring anything but metric, right? We have to measure in Baconators.
We need my preferred measurement is Baconators per football field.
There we go. We love to see it. Yeah, our players are absolutely gonna want a chunk of that, and there's a good chunk here available. Again, if you want to contribute, that's fantastic and appreciated at every opportunity. And I know that our players who are qualifying for that, and our players today who are in the prize pool but gunning for a little bit bigger share, are also appreciative of that. And as you can see on the chart, we've reached that second tier, so the prize pool has expanded distribution. So we've got some more people getting a chunk of that to change. Let's take a look at that bracket. Again, those of you who followed along with us so far know we've had a lot of action to get us to this point. Any of you who've missed a match, absolutely check us out on YouTube. We've got all the past matches getting uploaded there, and the current match that you're watching, if you're watching live, is going to be up there relatively quickly as well. Cards has a pretty aggressive upload schedule, so you can take a look at those. And of course, always join future matches with us here on Twitch. But that bracket, you can see there's been quite the slaughter of all of our puzzle gamer friends who've been taken down by this game. Oh, and the other competitors too. And here we are looking at our final 4, and up on the top side of that bracket, winner's final here is our match today. Cards of the Heart, FFR Pro. Neither of them got through the last round completely cleanly, so both of them looking to clean it up a little bit, but also knowing each other's history. Neither of them are going to be taking this lightly.
Yeah, this is where you really need to buckle down and keep your composure, as these two top players are getting into maybe not the heaviest RNG difficulty. That'll probably be S hard, but V hard definitely requires you to keep it put together, especially as you get into the later half, when the strategy sort of shift over from hard mode into super hard mode, when you're trying to send those double 4 combo kill setups, which you have to be paying a lot of attention to the opponent's side of the screen, have a lot of self-awareness and discipline. And if you're getting too salty, if you're getting too tunnel visioned, that can really cost you a few minutes in the later half. So I think skill wise, these two players are pretty equal, but if we add the salt factor to the mix, I think Card is going to be able to keep it put together than FFR Pro. He can definitely be a little bit of a hothead, especially if things go wrong for him. So I would give the slight edge to Cards.
Okay. I actually think it's the other way around. So fun we actually have our commentators disagreeing today. And here's the reason why. It's because of the salt, because of the hot head. So head to head over the last 5 years, these two have met 8 times. FFR was 7-0, but in the Blaine finals, the Blaine Open finals, in VHard, in this format, Cards won and broke that streak. And FFR is absolutely one to give the the rage a place in his heart to use that as his motivation to bring it back. So yeah, I think FFR is going to come out guns absolutely blazing. And yeah, he might get on tilt a little bit, but he is so fast. He is so fast sometimes and he kind of channels all of that. I think we're absolutely going to be knocked down, drag out, and Cards consistency might be enough, but I think FFR's got the edge on this one. I personally think we're going 3-2 FFR.
And I'll go with 3-2 Cards. I think he'll start swinging that pendulum back the other way. Like he's 7-0. Like that can happen to anyone. We saw the Twins like terrible winning streak against the Yankees in the playoffs, but they're not really that bad.
Oh yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know which way this is gonna go. The runners don't know which way this is gonna go. I think they know which way they hope it will. But also, just a reminder to everyone, the real winner in this is going to be the game, and everybody's going to get trolled at one point or another. So the name of the game here, as always, is going to be put yourself in a place and roll the dice with as good of odds as you can, and hope it comes out well. Because that's what these higher levels, especially V hard and then later S hard, do to you. You have to execute as perfectly as possible and hope that everything else lands where you went. Both of our players are two of the absolute best at this, and neither one of them wants to give up the advantage that is going into that grand final from the winner's side of the bracket versus the loser side, which does give a little bit of that advantage in the grand finals. Both of them want that, but honestly, for pride, I don't think either of them want to give this one up anyway.
No, definitely not. And I know FFR Pro takes a lot of pride in performing well in this game, and just loves to flex a bit, loves to have a little bit of swagger, deservedly so, about all his achievements running this game and participating in these tournaments. So yeah, hopefully we'll have another matchup for the ages here. I'm gonna call that we get Infinite Scroll Glitch at one time, because
You did not just wish that on people. You didn't speak that into the air, really?
misery is the whole point of this game. I'm just being on brand.
If either of these two players have an Infinite Scroll Glitch during the match today, I think they already knew who to come after, but I'll make sure they know. That's just cruel.
It's a big country. They're not going to be able to find me.
FFR's already there. He doesn't even have to travel.
he just has to go down the water road to find me.
Oh, man. Well, I think we've set this up. I think we've set the stakes. All of you understand. This is the winners' finals. Both of these players are the top of their class. They are the top of all the classes, honestly. And they're going to be going at it here very shortly, getting set up. But let's get ready for some hype. Wizard, when are we going to have that hype?
We're going to have it. If only Cards was here with us today to give us his favorite catchphrase. We're going to miss you, buddy.
Oh, FFR staying loose over here. Cards had part of his warm-up here. It looks like he's getting close to ready. We are going to be heading into our first game here. Again, this is a best of 5 V-Hard format here. Speaking of FFR liking to swag here, just rocking the...
Oh, all right.
Knowing FFR, he's kind of mad he didn't get the X18 there.
Dude, he didn't leave those yellows up high. That's a rookie mistake.
Folks, if you're joining us and you're, an aspiring player at any level, please, please absolutely reach out, join us on the Discord, join these tournaments. We do monthly tournaments. But absolutely pay attention right here. You have two of the best runners with top skill sets in every category: speed, board vision, awareness, puzzle, just puzzle acuity in general. So absolutely watch and learn. That's what I do. And I've gotten a lot better just watching these two play, and we'll continue to do so. Today's match is absolutely going to be fire, I assume.
Yeah, especially look out for how they set up their combos. I'd say that's the most difficult skill to learn. Because like building up your cursor speed, that's something that comes with practice. You can't really get on their level just by watching it. But setting up combos is how you really go from becoming good to great at the speed run. So just keep that in mind as we get started here.
Yeah, we got good sync, so our streams are cooperating at the moment, and we can really look at what's happening here as the real-time score, and look at cards just absolutely navigating these color conflicts. Oh, the pillar on FFR's side, low right side pillar. There we go. Meanwhile, cards had a good setup, but just Gary is just burning time for no reason. That should have been much quicker. At the same time, though, 19 on VHard Gary 1 is not bad at all. Gary controlled really hard on every single difficulty stage. Just he plays a little bit different than the stages after him, so getting out of there relatively unscathed is always nice. Oh man, just it's a beauty watching just the drop-ins and placement and timing on all of this. FFR's got, nice little 12 over there.
14 for cards.
Yeah, do you see the AI doesn't quite understand that you can't swap through the block, and tried to swap that blue into the block to clear, but could not do it. You'll notice both of our players are absolutely going to have the same general concept of something that they're aiming for. They're going to have a 4 combo, and they want these little breakaways. They want these little small garbage blocks to hit the other side of the field and break away down. Cards, unfortunately, did not have the follow. Meanwhile, FFR got that 12.
Yeah, you never know.
Misty.
Yeah, Misty illustrating how like you don't know quite how long some of these early stages will go. Typically, they're a lot more cooperative than the latter half, but you're still happy to get out relatively unscathed because you can just get caught up in a minute-long stage randomly early on. FFR Pro's Surge is getting the first clear and has time to bounce back into the garbage clear, and this is going to possibly give cards time to draw things even, though this is incredibly early.
Yeah, absolutely early. 35 seconds on a stage. Okay, got out of there at 38. And 35 is what that Misty took on card side. So just like that, one bad RNG, one bad luck stage for cards, and then one for FFR, and we're basically back to tied up here. Both of these players are going to be, if they get their execution right and everything falls the way that they want it to, they are going to be getting stages sub 20 seconds. But anytime they don't, the bets are off, the AI gloves are off. They're just going to take some time, and it can be very, very variable. And we will actually start seeing within the next few stages situations where players have to start making a decision about whether or not to restart the stage to get a better setup. Few seconds advantage there for cards with a 16, 22 over there with FFR Pro, and we are still within a handful of seconds of each other in the early stages here. Again, VHard late has a lot of variability, lot of RNG. Players can absolutely get really fast stages in a row and then get brick walled. They can suddenly break through a brick wall and rattle off 4 stages in a row the other way. it goes every way. And the 3 seconds going back FFR with a 16 at cards, and we're basically synced again.
Yeah, the run doesn't really start until, some people would say second half at Tracy. Some people would say Sabrina. Like I lean towards Sabrina, like really marking a place where the strategy can fundamentally change. Typically, in the first 6 stages, you'll just want to blitz the opponent. You can do that with these. Oh no!
Oh, that card Sabrina was just unfair. Oh, it wasn't actually super favorable over on FFR's side either, but he escapes a little bit earlier. Not by much. Yeah, I think there's a noticeable AI behavior shift starting at Sabrina, but there is another one around Tracy. So I think both of those, to your point, I think both of those breakpoints are valid to feel like the run kind of officially starts at those points.
Yeah.
But like a game of basketball, it's really hard to win in the first quarter, but it is absolutely possible to lose.
Yes.
So players need to make sure that even if they're behind, they're keeping within range, right? Keep in striking distance. No! Oh!
Especially if you're the Phoenix Suns in Game 7 at home a few years ago.
No. Hey, stop it. That's below the belt, man. Uncalled for.
I'm so sorry. Hey, hold on. You'll always have that huge Chris Paul 3 to cut the lead to 47. Like, that memory will always be in your hearts.
Wow. Catching strays over here on a puzzle stream.
Listen, you can make 2003 jokes for me if you want. Like, it's okay.
Don't worry, I will later. So Cards makes his way out of Blaine. Meanwhile, Tracy's trolling a little bit over here, and here we go. Like I said, we're starting to see that this is absolutely where players will make that decision, and FFR has made that call. He saw that his stage was going to take longer if he played it out, in his opinion. So now he's going to jump in and try and get that initial setup. It's so powerful to be able to get that setup and get that early trap down. That combo trap. That's a low semi-pillars Tracy. That could work.
Or who's 6 into?
There we go.
Body.
There we go. And here we go over on the other side. A great example of that combo trap working over there for Cards all the way down to the floor. Tracy had enough blocks and had the right colors to maybe get out of that, but couldn't see the AI behavior. For those who don't know, they have a hard time understanding that blocks can be above combo garbage. And so we're trying to set up combo garbage in such a way that those blocks are rendered useless, and the AI runs out of blocks even when they technically still have them. Doesn't work every time. That's part of the why we play the game, but absolutely is a more consistent version of things here. This is looking a little interesting on FFR's side. There's a clear... He's going to stick with this.
This could be a case where Rocket just barely has enough to clear every time.
Yeah.
And will just eventually break through into the next layer of garbage blocks. That seems to be so tempting.
That next layer of garbage blocks, you always sit there and hope. Yep, there it is. You sit there and hope that the combo trap will reassemble on that next tier as it drops down, and it doesn't always, but it does enough of the time that you stick around and wait for it and see if it works. Ooh, Cards may opt to reset here. That's right on for me. This is kind of on an edge. If this next clear happens, he might pull the trigger.
Ooh, take a while to down stack.
Yeah, that down stack is nice. There we go.
Not gonna Cards making those reds.
Yeah, Cards making the right call there, waiting it out, seeing if that would play down, and that combo trap falling that breakaway block down over there on that low right side on FFR side, bringing what he needs into place here. So we are on to stage 12 over here for cards, stage 11 over here for FFR. We are absolutely within striking distance of each other here, especially with how variable this round can be. You can see as these stages have progressed, we've gotten more and more cursor speed from the AI, that nice little 15 from cards. So they're getting to things that might have been a good setup against an earlier opponent. The advantage, though, is if you can get a really clean setup and you can get the AI opponent chaining, you can go into more of like the S-hard setup and really get a good timing. Not as often, but it does happen a bit more at the faster speeds.
Yeah, the later portion of V-hard, you're going to want to go for either like the S-hard setup kill or like the pillar kills where the AI just wastes so much time just like that.
Cards
Because-
saying, why did that work? I don't even know, but I will take it. Shaking his head, but in a good way this time.
We don't
Building
understand.
himself a little bit of a lead. We are about a stage and a half, depending on how this Richie's going. Okay, Richie made it over here. We might be at 2 full stages at this point now, which is a pretty common differential that you'll see late in these matches for V-hard.
Again.
Ooh, nice. I think Card's got 1 too many 4s on there. If that had stacked weird, he would have been upset with himself, but it absolutely worked out. And once again, just the setup isn't everything. The timing is a big part of it, too. He nailed that timing.
As far as Richie just leveling the garbage off immediately.
Yeah. Richie with high pillars? No. Richie with everything down at the ground. And just making it so FFR hadn't sent enough, even though he should have been able to get what he needed with what he sent, but...
And Gary, you just have... Okay, hold on,
Okay,
hold on.
oh, wait, this might work for cards. There we go.
Okay. Cards, can we just slow down a little bit? Like, everyone's getting back into their seats. They're finishing using the restroom and getting their popcorn, and they're gonna get back and be like, "What? The first game's done already?"
Yeah, no, Cards is absolutely popping off here. He had a couple rough stages, and these late stages are treating him well, and his execution's been really nice. And as you can see, and it's a fantastic point for anybody who doesn't have wildly fast cursor speed, Cards is very deliberate. He's putting things exactly where he wants to.
Ah.
Oh, there's the clear on Mewtwo, and a reminder, we probably won't see a Mewtwo reset. We shouldn't see a Mewtwo reset, and we probably won't, because if you reset on Mewtwo, you get punished by having to go back 2 stages and fight Gary again. So, once you don't have that initial setup kill go through on Mewtwo, it just becomes a game of keep putting damage down. This is a lot, and somewhere where I think PvP players have an advantage, because it kind of starts to feel like a PvP. Use some of those techniques to make sure you're outputting enough, put it in patterns that fall well. Make a factory, I don't know, combo storm,
Yeah, focus on doing the small chains with the 4 combos weaved in there. Set up those factories to give them less ammunition.
Yep, look at that second tier that Mewtwo's not going to get. Oh, okay. Mewtwo got the bottom part, but there was second tier stuff that Mewtwo wasn't even going to look at. Oh, what is...
Hold on.
Come on, AI. AI, what are you going to do?
Nope.
It might get the yellows. It might get... Oh, gross.
Hello?
Oh, this Mewtwo's going to keep going. Mewtwo can absolutely keep going.
Mewtwo just clearing perfectly to work down to the final horizontal clear. Card should have been out with a sub 13 V hard. I mean, still has a 3-stage lead as FFR Pro is still working on this Lorelei.
The Lorelei wall is real.
Yeah, waifu wall, everyone.
But really low Lorelei. This might work out here and finally get FFR out of here. Meanwhile, Cards is still going through. Mewtwo's getting to that just fine. FFR trying to close this gap. He has some time with the trolling Mewtwo over here, but not all the time in the world. Hopefully he's able to get in here and get something going, the speed on this V-Hard stage is going to start picking up, and even the faster cursor speed of this Mewtwo is going to give out at a certain point.
Yeah, you don't see the resets on V-Hard just because Mewtwo will eventually find an awkward block just like that.
Like that. There it is. Under 3 minutes on that Mewtwo, and Cards, who set up himself in a really, really strong position with a good, solid multi-stage lead, is able to hang on and just outlast Mewtwo. And FFR just had too much ground to make up to be able to come back. And honestly, after that Lorelei wall, choosing not to finish, taking the DNF time penalty, and just going to move on to game 2. And I do not blame him.
Yeah, that run was just really not working out for FFR Pro. Just like me, he prefers to just shake off those bad vibes right away. Show the game who's boss by just hitting the reset button. He was really struggling with that V hard. He looks a little despondent, but also understands that this is just the way the game shakes out. Sometimes Cards is getting a lot more favorable RNG with those pillar kills in the later half, and FFR Pro just getting all the bad clears just like I was in all my V-Hards. Just totally unrelated, and I'm not salty about that at all.
Yeah, everyone has a little bit different philosophy with that. I mean, you have to deal with tilt, you have to deal with salt, you have to deal with, honestly, it cuts the other way too. When every stage just seems to drop into place, you don't want to get sloppy, and count on the luck that you're getting. So at keeping that level head, keeping it even. You talked about that in the pre-match. I mean, that's one of the things that Cards is the best at.
I think the most upset I've seen Cards get on camera is like just scrunching up his face.
Yeah, he'll get a little perturbed, but not angry. Just a little scrunch, and kind of, I don't like that.
Oh,
yeah.
That doesn't smell good.
He's very good at not letting it affect his play much. But like I said, also again in the pre-match, FFR is cut out of kind of the same cloth as you, Wizard, and Ty. I would say the three of you are kind of poster children of this, of let the hate flow through you, just like turn to the dark side, but use it for power. Like don't reject your emotions, use them. So
it's a joke in the community, but has a kernel of truth, or even like a few hefty scoops of the truth, is that this is a therapy game. People say I'm the sweetest person in the world, except when I'm playing Pokemon Puzzle League, and it's because I play Pokemon Puzzle League with my unfiltered emotions that I am a very sweet person. Possibly.
Yeah.
I'm putting that up with my therapist.
I am a sweet person, I'm told. Yeah.
Cards getting that garbage clear on him.
Yeah, garbage clear on Cards. FFR got a nice clean look over there, got himself a 13. Absolutely will take that, get that taste out of his mouth from game 1, and immediately get some good results here in game 2. Love to see that. Meanwhile, a bonus clear from Gary. Speaking of the scrunched up face, Cards going, what is happening? I don't know what's happening. And this, okay. That Gary almost stumbled into another clear just to waste more time. Finally getting out of Gary 1 at a 44. Meanwhile, 15 on FFR's side. And we have ourselves a quick one-stage lead, like we saw in game 1, that doesn't necessarily translate down the road. But you got to bank as much time as you can whenever you can get it.
Yeah, you can start running up the score, building up a buffer in these first few stages, like if they'll cooperate, because it plays like hard mode, and you can get very fast hard mode stages and go into the second half like under 5 minutes if you're really lucky.
13 on one side, 12 on the other, absolutely highlighting that you blitz some of these opponents, and the both of our players, you're seeing them absolutely still use that combo trap strategy. Leading, the very first thing that they do at the start of their chain is a 4 combo, get that breakaway, because it is still very powerful. But in a lot of ways, these first few stages are like you said, like hard mode, where the name of the game is just pure burst output. Can you put 6, 7, 8 lines out in 12 seconds? Or 8 seconds? Or, whatever the timing becomes a little bit more just put it out there, get it on top of your opponent right away. Versus later, it becomes more of a wait for your window kind of mode, which that's a lot of people's issue with the VHard format. Some people don't like VHard as a category because it plays somewhere in between. That void hard is one of the memes because it's stuck in the void somewhere between hard and S hard. But I think a lot of our players have taken a liking to it over the last few seasons since we've been playing it more and more in our official tournaments.
Yeah, I think people are starting to realize that it's sort of like an introduction to S hard, or it's not quite as intimidating as they thought, because you can play it like hard mode, and hard mode is like one of the most beginner friendly categories, while also starting to teach you these these extra strats that will be useful, in optimizing VHard, and also if you want to run S hard at some point, like going for those combo kills and those pillar kills.
Oh, I loved that 8, just weaving in that 8 combo that Cards did right there.
But
The
incidental
eight
clear.
combos, 8 combos are king. Like, 5s and 6s will get you to that intermediate stage. 8s and 9s start getting you to the advanced stage. Like when you can get and see and make 2, those kinds of combos. They're beautiful to see put together well, and Cards and FFR are 2 of the best at it. FFR favors 9s a little bit more. I feel like Cards favors 8s a little bit more. Both of them are fantastic in far as the arrangement that they have, the efficiency for how many blocks they take, the way they drop on your opponent. If you want your game to be a little bit better, do more 5s and 6s and more 8s and 9s if you can.
Yeah, as soon as you start spotting those those 8s and 9s, it becomes, you just get addicted to like keep to setting them up over and over again. Like shout outs to I Like Being Smart / Nicole, who's really been putting a lot of work over the past couple years in upping her combo game, and especially getting those 8s and 9s, and just gushing over how satisfying it is.
Oh yeah, absolutely. All right, and we talked about it early, and here we are again. We're on the same stage as each other. Like a one stage lead didn't completely pan out. A little bit of trolling here and there, a little bit of the random RNG just not hitting where people wanted, but it's kind of mostly evening out as we're approaching. Ooh, we got a stage reset on stage 8 from Cards there. I think that was the right call. It's pretty rare at the Blaine point where you just really get in a you should reset situation, and Cards found himself there and I think made the right move.
This is about where players will consider resetting, just because what we mentioned last match is that the AI cursor speed starts to hit a point where they can get to clears a lot faster, and those stages start to go on for a lot longer, and your opening attack just becomes your best bet to win. Some people will do like a smooth cutoff at Tracy. I personally think that Sabrina is fast enough, and I've had enough miserable experiences of her going on for like 2 minutes where I'm just gonna go for this, like, again.
Yeah, I think again Sabrina behaves a little bit differently, cursor speed, AI behavior, that it's not, by no means is it unjustifiable, but you're Sabrina, Blaine, you're not going to have as many clear-cut you should reset situations. They're going to exist. You need to understand when you want to and not. But starting around Tracy, you're gonna find yourself in situations more and more where you really do. Oh, that airwalk! Oh my gosh!
Hello.
No!
Stop.
FFR's Tracy, meanwhile, doing exactly what we're talking about, and just absolutely putting him in a corner with an illegal move. Ban Tracy again. How do you get back in here? Cards getting what he needed out of that 16 from Rocket. Jumping over here into Giovanni. We're kind of in that mid part of the run, even though it's not the middle of the run by stages, because these late stages tend to take a fair bit longer to get through just by nature of the way the AIs behave. This is kind of right around mid game, and Cards have a great setup.
I guess initial clear, but not gonna have.
Yep.
Literally has like 2 frames left, and Cards over these first 2 games, like up to this point at least, this case.
Don't you do it! Don't you do? Oh,
Sure. Yeah, Cards has been getting a lot better downstack luck from the AI. They just haven't had clears in position to clear the combo blocks, and like this is really what I was experiencing in my losses in VHard. I don't know if I won a single VHard this tournament because go ahead.
I was gonna say, I feel like Cards' timing has been slightly better. So he's had a few situations where he might have also had bad downstack luck, but he was just kind of in a better spot to not always get punished by it. FFR's had a few where he's not quite exactly had the timing, and he relies a lot on having so much output of just sheer stuff that he can throw at the opponent, and sometimes that is absolutely the superior way to go, and sometimes, by as luck may have it, right now that's not what it's proving to be for him.
Yeah, the timing. Yeah, that wasn't quite the right timing for attacking Tracy. Cards gets a good attack on Lorelei.
Yeah, Lorelei tried to punish, but didn't quite get there.
You can't, on the second half, you can't just send the attack and pray. I mean, that can work. You can get lucky with that. But you need to optimize your sends if you want to get those kills more consistently.
Yeah, and that's something that FFR tends to be very, very good at. And his choice of timing, he's so fast he can choose his timing, right? Cards as well, like, even though he doesn't have quite the cursor speed, he's got a board awareness that's almost second to none. And he can choose his timing. And both of them tend to choose slightly different timings. And sometimes one isn't better than the other, and sometimes one proves to be better than the other. And right now, today, it looks like the RNG is not really favoring FFR's timing choices.
The clears are just always there. Those reds,
yeah.
the reds are gonna be in place.
Hey, but he, as I said, he channels the salt. He brings the rage and uses it to fuel him. So maybe that's what he needs right now is a bigger tank full of hatred for this game at the moment. Oh, okay. Interesting little crush kill there. Not super often this late in VHard that you see them just simply run out of time like that.
Yeah,
and then Card's side did the same thing. What?
Yeah, not even with pillars, just with a full flat stack of blocks.
Yeah. So once again, here we are in the late stages. Cards around 11:30, 11:28 or so, entering Gary. Meanwhile, FFR's just been battling through some absolute bad situations, bad luck, and all of it kind of stacking up against him. But once again, this end time, if he can get close enough and get in striking distance, he might have a chance. But that Gary, oh no,
Yeah, that's one clear.
no.
Now, is Gary going to break the rules and do?
Yep.
Okay, hey, Gary, stop. Please
Oh,
realize that
oh,
you are
oh.
done.
Okay. So Gary,
Seconds
wasted
here.
a little bit of time. Wasted a little time, but not as much as he could have with getting stuff he's not supposed to be able to get to. That's frustrating to lose a small amount of time, but at least it didn't turn into more. Cards tried to catch there. Oh no. Oh no. Cards having to kind of rebuild here. Let's see if he can
Okay.
find a good opening, because his initial opening on this Mewtwo was not where he wanted it to be. And that, I think, on a Gary would have been a reset instantly for him.
Okay, Cards got back to square one, but the timing on the second attack was just not very good. Gets to clear immediately. Everything's level off. This could take a little while to clear for Mewtwo because Card sent a really big chain.
Yeah, trying to look for that timing in that opening with that chain. This could be, I mean, if FFR can blow through a couple stages and get some good luck here, this might be a chance for him, because this Mewtwo looks like it's going to be a while here. Cards had an opening that he wanted and tried to do an insert and just grab a falling block to continue a chain and missed it, and that just wrecked his whole chain at the very beginning. And
Yeah.
he's showing one of the ways that you can absolutely recover, like, even when you do miss those, but it still put him in a bad spot here. And this Mewtwo's just going to keep going for a bit.
Is Richie gonna get to something here?
Maybe the blues. Yep.
Okay. Stop time continues to be a scam. Luckily, Cards has a 4-stage lead here. And
Cards has built quite the lead. FFR needs some things to fall his way, and right now, they're not.
I mean, FFR needs to just go for some blitz attacks. He can't really afford to time the attacks perfectly. Oh, and those yellows are going to fall into place on the horizontal. That's really dumb.
Yeah, these blues are going to be a problem. Or the reds. Oh, okay, he'll take that. He will take that, moving through another stage, getting another stage closer. We're at over 2-minute mark now with this Mewtwo, with honestly no particular end in sight.
Off the stack again.
Yeah, the gray shock block in the middle there, kind of delaying things a little bit for this Mewtwo, but not really enough to stop him for now. Mewtwo's just chaining off garbage. This is just the wait him out, make sure you survive game for Cards right now.
Reds are in place.
Deep 14. Okay, and he cuts it off. Absolutely FFR looking for the timing there. Pillar, trying to get this Lorelei low. Looks like he got it.
There we
He
go.
went very big on that chain to make sure he had that timing. That is absolute S-hard strats right there.
Cards going above 3 minutes against.
We're above 3
Mewtwo.
minutes. You visibly could see the cursor and game speed pick up. We're starting to get to the point where the Mewtwo's not going to get to everything that it is trying to. It's still going to get to plenty, though.
Got the... Clear that 1-4 combo. Is going to go to work on downstacking. This is a little awkward for Mewtwo. They're burning up stop time.
This might be a weird downstack situation. This may be what Cards needs to finish it off. It is! Mewtwo had all the ammunition in the world and did it, like, honestly, maybe one of two possible ways to do the stacking there to lose. But that's what you have to do sometimes with these Mewtwo's, is just wait them out and wait for them to finally make a mistake, and they did. 3 minutes 41, Card survives it just fine. Gets himself a 15:57, which is absolutely a solid time to get himself that second Pokeball and go up 2-0 in this match. And like you called at the very beginning, Wizard, this game's, the consistency of Cards has put him in a situation where He's up so many stages, it doesn't matter that this Mewtwo's just taken forever on him. On both these matches, he's had a really unfavorable Mewtwo. And he's put himself in such a great position.
Because V2 on VHAR is just not known for having those 10, 15-minute stages. Like their cursor speed is not pass level. Eventually, they're going to run into an awkward board position and they're just not going to be able to get to a clear. So you can't really have those big comebacks assisted by like ridiculous Mewtwo's like I had in my S hard match. I had an 8-minute Mewtwo and it allowed 6 to come back. But in V hard, you build up a 3-stage lead and you get into Mewtwo, you can weather a bad Mewtwo.
Yeah, 3 minutes 41 is still pretty long though. That's 3 quick stages absolutely can be caught up on. So that's still in the realm of possible, but every percentage point you can improve your chances, you absolutely want to do it. And I mean, in that game 2, some of that mid-game RNG was just absolutely killing FFR. And even when he started getting through stages, he just was not able to get through them quickly enough to make a difference.
I'm going to try to shoot for what the Cubs are going for tonight is pulling off the reverse sweep in a 5-game series. I think FFR Pro needs to take a few deep breaths, maybe dial in a bit more in the second half, try to improve the timing of his attacks and try to get those pillar kills. Cards is definitely in the favor of Lady Luck right now with some of the kills he's been getting. We'll see if that continues in game 3 here.
Yeah, we once again are going to start this early part here. Both players going to try and get themselves in a good groove. Going to try and get some early cards, getting the early good start this time. Not like game 2. No early Gary troll this time. Quick 11, pretty rare on Gary 1. V hard to get quite that low. That's a time you see on maybe hard mode a fair bit, but V hard a little bit less so. But absolutely love to see it when we get it.
Might just end with this 9 combo and see if that works.
Yeah, he was only needing like 4, maybe 5 lines of garbage here total. Quick 14 over there. Decent little left pillar. We love to see the left pillars over here on FFR's Brock. Wasting some time with a random clear, but otherwise should go down to that. Yep, 18. We like those.
FFR Pro's keeping pace here. And so long as you can keep it within a stage or so.
Yeah, this little 10 combo
Okay.
there for a 10 stage time from Cards.
Again, look at that favorable block arrangement on Cards' side. The stack was entirely leveled out, but there's no clear.
FFR says, hold that 10 and give me a 9. I believe all the upset and the hate and the salt is flowing through FFR right now. He's going to channel it. Go.
That definitely works in the first half, and in modes like hard mode.
Cards almost got hit there. Go ahead.
It doesn't quite work in the second half, where like timing and technique are paramount. So you have to adjust the salt switch as you get into the second half.
I will say though, man, it feels really good when your timing feels like it's not working, things are not going your way on timing, and you hit that reset button and you go back to the beginning of V hard and just stomp some people. Like just stomp the first few stages of AI. Just get back in that groove. Cards is like, I'll 10 again. Let's go.
It's a major confidence booster. Maybe to get into a false sense of security as you get into the second half. FFR
That's
program.
possible too, but this game is as much psychological as anything else, right? Technique, skill, like actual physically pushing the button skill is a big part of it, but like mentality, and that's why for so many people in so many ways, not just what you were talking about earlier, it's a bit of a therapy game because there's a mental aspect to it completely. Right, escaping with the 37 out of there is FFR. Meanwhile, Cards had to go really big on that chain on Koga, and as soon as Koga cleared it, the first frame of that garbage block changing, Cards went, nope, I'm not waiting for this X13 block to all the way go through. I'm just stage.
Oh, Cards
Oh.
messing up that initial attack. FFR's didn't look good until Koga lowered the garbage, leveled the garbage there.
Yeah, Cards' Koga was so unstacked that it didn't even bother to try to clear garbage. He completely reset over there and has gotten a good attack off now, so he's gotten himself in a good spot to recover there, but that was, I think Cards had two things he was trying to do and got to start there, so rocking the recovery.
Don't
Okay.
level up.
Oh, illegal. No leveling. Where's my no leveling emotes at?
You hate to see it, man. Koga gonna get that yellow there on FFR's side.
Cards cutting off his chain. He had at least two more chain links of that chain ready to go and was, mentally took that look over to the other side, saw he wanted to cut it off, saw he had the timing, and didn't keep doing the chain. That is one thing that absolutely can be a trap because it feels so good to just chain into infinity on one of these, and sometimes that's just the worst thing you could do. Cards showing why a good time cutoff can be as important as anything else.
Yeah. Forky straps work every time until they don't.
They always
FFR
work.
Pro.
They're not always fast.
You will win eventually, depending on how we define work.
Yeah.
Oh, and Cards knew the clear was imminent.
Yeah, didn't even let it fall. Very quick trigger with that reset. FFR extending one extra chain link, trying to get the Sabrina out. Did not quite work there. Absolutely feeling the salt here. As you said, Sabrina's kind of that shift in AI behavior. One of the two big shifts in this, and really you can feel it at times if your timing is just a little bit off. If the luck just happens to hit the wrong way, it can really feel it. Oh, okay. Please reward that swag. Doing a lag chain into two T5 combos, needs to be rewarded. Yes, thank you. Okay.
There we go.
Meanwhile, a nice little combo setup over here for Cards should work, but Tracy's just finding every random match just to make that as complicated as possible.
Yeah, gonna take a just over a 2-stage lead, or just under a 2-stage lead here. Once again, getting good luck with the AI downstacking patterns.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Yeah, putting himself in position for that good luck is a big part of it too, though. He's doing a very good job of that. Yes, it's luck, but he's making sure he's in position to not get hurt by the bad luck as much, and to take advantage and be ready when the good luck is. And it's not been amazing luck. It's not like he's getting, absolutely everything falling right into place. So that's absolutely a part of the skill there, and it's tough to differentiate what you can and can't control.
Or at least attack.
Second. Oh! Rocket saw the second tier and just didn't get to it. Oh no, that was so close to being the worst.
It's a game of frames, man. Is FFR Pro going to get some good luck? Nope. Instantly leveled off. The theme song of FFR Pro for this match so far should be Levels by Avicii. I'm probably pronouncing that correctly, and I have a buddy in the other room that knows a lot about music that's probably laughing at me right now. I didn't hear it.
Oh, nice. Nice little right side drop there for Cards. Getting himself through these stages that have been so hard for FFR. I mean, it's been a tough spot for him, but there we go. There's that low left. Get through Tracy. The psychological of getting through a stage, even though the next stage is going to behave similarly, but like you're through the stage can be a big boost too. Okay, Card's going a little farther on that chain to try and give himself some time. Got that good timing. We like that.
Richie just keeping that pillar up, not getting that shake time, and that just whittling away that stop time. But that was a well-timed attack by Cards, like he put himself in position to get that kill.
10, 11. Oh, FFR extending that chain with the double swap all the way across. Went X14 trying to get this timing on this pillar on this rocket, and he gets it. Oh man, I have a hard time timing a block having to move one space to continue. Meanwhile, FFR's like, let's move. We can do it, and he just nails the time.
Yeah, it's definitely something you do as a part of a desperation chain extension.
I don't even know if that was desperation. That's just FFR swagging it.
It's like me when I do the whirlwind swaps, the Hadoukens.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's fair. It's you get the timing down. Horizontal 6, but not the body yet. It's probably something.
Oh, okay,
No.
there it is. There it is. All the way down. 3 rows, but no clears there. Getting himself out of Giovanni, and he is about 2 stages behind, but he's keeping it a little closer this time. Okay. Lorelei almost grabbed that 4 and then finally realized she was trapped. These AI opponents sometimes don't even understand how trapped they are and don't do what they're supposed to.
Oh, FFR Pro not knowing how to.
Yeah, I don't think timing-wise he needed to. I don't think he needed to anyway, though. That worked out better.
You see the clear on the blocks on Richie's side right before the 4 combo fell in.
Oh, we have a very low Bruno. This should work out great for Cards. As long as Bruno goes with the reds, we're good. Yep, absolutely. Wow. Again, that's the AI prioritizing below the garbage and to the left. That top side had those yellows. Easy drop could have cleared. The AI does not prioritize that. They can sometimes grab it, but they don't prioritize. And that working out absolutely perfectly for Cards.
FFR Pro trying.
All right, FFR, drop some stuff. Okay, Lorelei's top now.
Gonna get the reds here.
Yeah. I think his initial send was just a little bit light, and he had a problem there. Meanwhile, Cards got through his Gary, and here we go again in the 11-minute range, getting into Mewtwo.
That's so ridiculous, man.
The consistency is insane.
I was booking off like an hour and a half for this match, and now I'm gonna have to find other things to do with my life, which is just such a big ask of me.
What a horrible state of affairs to have to do non-puzzle things with your life. But guess what? You know what? You know what, Wizard? I have a solution for you. We have a YouTube channel with all of our past races.
Really?
So you can go check that out and see the previous matches. Go take a look at the ones you might have missed. Rewatch the bangers that you want to experience. Plenty of extra content here. But guess what? This Mewtwo is saying, I don't think I'm done yet. Stop talking like I'm out, because I'm not.
This is the Mewtwo show, right?
It has been so far, and may continue to be for...
Okay, Mewtwo's down stacking. Purple's going to be right there.
We got a low left on.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, sure.
We had a
Lorelei.
low left for FFR's Lorelei and just did not behave, did not follow the rules. Card's in a weird spot with his own stack here, but has enough room to work. He's good.
And it's a shame that these Mewtwo dramas haven't actually resulted in actual drama, because he's been just so far ahead that
Yeah.
it hasn't really mattered.
X9,
I don't know.
X10, X11. FFR absolutely desperately looking for time.
No.
Oh, the swap catch from Mewtwo. Mewtwo swag is not allowed. No.
Yeah, that's gonna be
Mewtwo
a
chaining. Yeah.
greens on the clear of the shock block. That's not gonna take very long to clear. Mewtwo gonna be able to find.
Yeah, finding just fine. We're over over the 2-minute mark on Mewtwo for the third of 3 attempts here with cards. Cannot get a quick Mewtwo. As I like to say, Mewtwo is never, ever, ever. I don't care what anyone claims.
Yeah, Mewtwo hasn't been free lately, so don't feel too bad.
Meanwhile, though, the Lorelei wall continues to be real over here
Right.
for FFR.
It feels like Mewtwo is just being like one of those speed limit caps, that exists on like trucks and like training cars, where it's like, okay, you cannot go faster than 15, 16 minutes. So like we're just gonna add in the Mewtwo adjustment.
The Mewtwo is the speedrun governor. I like it.
Yeah. Like 12 minutes,
Ugh.
like 3 times in a row. That is too fast, man.
I mean, the first one, and it was pointed out in our live Twitch chat, that race 1, Cards was just a barely outside chance of a world record pace,
There it
and
is.
ended up nowhere near it. There we go. The 3 minutes plus again, Cards having to get through it, but once again, FFR was just not able to stay close enough to be able to take advantage of it, and the Lorelei wall was just as bad as the 2. Absolutely just blew through it here. 1507. Cards did not have a Mewtwo under 2 minutes 50. And put up those times across the board consistently there. It was absolutely Cards' day to execute well, getting that win banner, and securing himself some nice little advantages going forward. Meanwhile, FFR Pro not done in this tournament. Remember, double elimination tournament. So he's going to go revel in the salt a little bit, I'm sure, and then bring himself through what he's done before, which is absolutely try and tear through the remainder of the final 4 players in that loser's bracket and bring himself right back to the grand finals. Just as likely as anything else. But Cards will be waiting there for whoever it is that makes it there. 3 Pokeballs on the board, the win banner bouncing, and Mewtwo could not bring him down in spite of his best efforts.
Yeah, Cards building up that huge buffer early on, executing well, taking advantage of the luck that he was given, able to weather out those long Mewtwo's, and showing the domination that we expect from a player of Cards' caliber, and like really swinging the pendulum back hard the other way against that losing streak.
Yeah, I mean, a historical matchup that has absolutely gone FFR's way. The last 2, Cards has shifted the script a little bit and is playing very well. And what's the old sports adage? He's playing well at the right time. Peaking right here when he needs to into these winners finals, and hopefully for him beyond, so he can take another crack at that grand finals there. But congrats to our winner. Let's give him his moment to shine here. Cards the Heart with the win.
Oh.
He thought about not doing it, but he did. I'm glad. We need that for the he doesn't put himself in the thumbnail as much anymore with the double thumbs up, but I think he deserves it for YouTube thumbnail. So.
Maybe he realizes that the double thumbs are spoilers now.
That's fair too.
We can't put that on the YouTube thumbnail.
I guess we got to clip the double thumbs up and put that as a thumbnail on one that he didn't, just to throw everybody off. But today the double thumbs up, absolutely zero doubter. He played very, very well, and honestly, if he plays like that on any given day, there are almost no runners that can match that for consistency. So, absolutely made sure the door was shut for anybody to take it away from him. Went and got it, and came away with the winner's final win. Congrats, Cards of the Heart. All right, let's take a look at this bracket. It hasn't quite live updated yet, but just a reminder that we are in our final four right now. Again, FFR Pro not out of this, taking his first loss. He's going down there and there's that update. He's going to be waiting in loser's final to be able to take on the winner, Forky and Six, for the right to go back and run it back against Card. Take FFR out and go get it themselves, but those bottom three names are still alive for one slot to get in there with that, and Cards is going to be in that grand final waiting for them with the advantage the bracket set because he has not lost, so big advantage to be able to be the one sitting there waiting and bring it over, and I'm sure he's glad to have that, especially with the history that he's had against FFR. Every advantage is one he wants.
Yeah, it's a big achievement to be sitting there in the grand finals. We'll give him a pretty sizable advantage. I don't think we're doing full bracket reset. I don't know if we're doing the same format as last year, where bracket reset ended up going to, okay, technically it was bracket reset. It just ended up being like a do or die best of one after that. But I think the most intriguing story for the rest of the tournament is to see if we will have a new grand finals matchup. Can Forky or Six take down FFR Pro in the losers finals? And you know, if FFR gets the same sort of luck and execution that he did today, I think there's a real good shot, especially when the two other remaining players, Forky and Six, have a very deliberate, cerebral style of play, which is exactly what VHAR demands in the second half. So let's
It's absolutely possible. Yeah, that's why we play the game. We don't know what it's going to be. Live in the chat during the match, even Cards commented to him and FFR with each other, last night, and the luck was the opposite direction. So you don't know how it's going to shake out when the lights turn on live for the main event. So we'll see how that goes, but. And Six would both like a crack at that at FFR, but only one of them is going to get it, so they got to go through each other for that chance. Even.
Yeah, we'll see if maybe the BB Forky 6 matchup will go 15 innings and they'll drain themselves out too much before they get to FFR Pro. I want to send appreciation to the one or two people in chat that are understanding these references.
Oh man, no. To be fair though, Six is our local Chaos fan, advocate, even if you will, and he would absolutely appreciate Six, like Six would enjoy that regardless of type thing. So he'd be good with that possibility. So we've got those coming up. I believe that Forky 6 match is tomorrow, correct?
I'll go ahead and jump in here. Thank you two for helping
there's
out with
cards.
that match. And yes, tomorrow will be 6 versus BB Forky, and those two haven't really broken through to the top 3 in recent tournaments, so it'll be fun to see who will be the first to do just that. And FFR versus Forky would be an exciting rematch. FFR versus 6 would be an exciting rematch, especially because that round's gonna be in the V hard level. And yeah, if the V hard luck continues for FFR, who knows? Who knows what we're gonna get from that? But yeah, I think this has gone on long enough. FFR played well, but it seems Pokemon Puzzle League wanted other things to happen, wanted the tides to turn just a little bit. So we'll go ahead and get things closed out here. How about some final takeaways from that match? TA, let's start with you. Yeah, unfortunately, some technical difficulties with TA's Seb's made it difficult for his microphone to keep going through. But as we figure that out, Wizard Person, what are your thoughts from today's match?
I just think the importance of keeping a level head during those matches. You were getting some excellent luck in those stages cards, but you're also timing those attacks properly and executing to the best of your ability. I think FFR Pro played well overall, but maybe just got a little sloppier, or just a couple more dropped chains, and that combined with really the lack of luck that he was getting, like maybe didn't put himself in the best position. Although with the luck he was having, I don't know how much he could have done, but yeah, it's all about execution and putting yourself in the best position that you can in any given stage. And V hard and S hard continue to be just really entertaining weighted coin flips that we play through for an hour and a half.
For sure. I thought my timing was good. Timing was good today. I thought the execution was fine, but there's definitely a lot of luck that you need to get from Pokemon Puzzle League in order to get the good times that I was getting today. And that script could completely flip once we get to the S-Hard Grand Finals. You just never know with this game. I think the game itself will dictate how the rest of this tournament goes more than any individual player might. But yeah, I think that's all that really needs to be said about that. Congratulations, Pokemon Puzzle League. You managed to buck a trend that's been going back multiple years with me in FFR. I wouldn't necessarily want to say thank you to the game, because that's kind of a disservice to the effort FFR put in today. I thought he played very well from what I was able to see. So there's really no knocking FFR for what he was able to do today, and maybe he'll have that bounce back opportunity in losers finals. We shall see. We'll find that out sometime next week. But again, we will be back here same time tomorrow for 6 and BB Forky in the losers semifinals, and that should be a very, very interesting affair, as I can't remember if those two have ever met in competition, but they play fairly similar games, so it'll be interesting to see how those styles will mesh. And we'll go ahead and thank Tetris Attacker for his time in calling the matches. We'll let his laptop, I think he's on his laptop, let that rest for the day, and let him get on with his day. And we'll let everyone else get on with all of their days as well. For Tetris Attacker, for Wizard Person, and everyone else at the League of Puzzle Speedrunners, this has been Cards of the Heart, and until next time, everyone, happy puzzling.